Good morning, everyone. Rise and shine. Diana Stoner here. I'm out in my backyard. I recently wrote another poem entitled, Walk With Me a While Down the Path. I'm going to take you on a journey through my yard and my flower gardens as I read it to you. I hope you enjoy the journey as much as I love walking through my garden and down my paths. But first, I'm going to sing two songs that I think are appropriate this morning. In the Garden, and a song that I haven't heard for a long time entitled Trees. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me. He tells me I am His own, and the joy we shares, we tarry there. None other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet. The birds hush their singing, and the melody that He gave to me within my heart is singing. And He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray. A tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, a tree that Nelson Slew hath laid, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. Only God can make a tree. Walk with me a while down the path. See the violets wild growing in the grass. The bluebirds are building in my wooden box, and the old wheelbarrow blooms with pretty creeping phlox. See how the windflowers nod their tiny blue heads when gentle spring breezes blow across their beds. The daffodils are crowding to get their rightful places. They make a lovely carpet of smiling yellow faces. Walk with me a while at sunrise when dew is everywhere, but don't bring along your worries and not a single care, for God is walking with us on this blessed day. So come and walk beside me. Come and walk this way. See the iris bursting forth a lovely purple head. 'Tis blue flags that I call them, my grandma always said. There's a turtle underneath the pine, holding lots of flowers, and a bullfrog is squatting 'neath the holly there for hours. And see the candy tuft that's blooming over there, and the lovely mountain ferns spreading everywhere. 2 geese in love sit in my dry creek bed, and the purple wisteria bush hanging grape-like heads. Smell the lovely earth smells and the lofty pine. See the morning glories as on the fence they climb. I see the pointed shoots of pampas grass that's coming, and in the middle of that flower, a bumblebee is humming. Perhaps you'd like to sit a while, and maybe we could talk. This is my special place. This is my favorite spot to talk to God and sit and rest in quiet solitude. Often when it's lunchtime, I sit here with my food. Now come and see the lilacs as they nod their purple heads, and see the azalea hedge, the pinks, the whites, the reds. Over there's a wooden bridge, the ducks, and the little fishing boy. And further down, a rose of Sharon and dogwood I enjoy. As we continue on our little walk, I cannot help but say that God has truly blessed me in oh so many ways. The flowers, the sky, and so much more He gives. He walks and He talks with me. I know my Savior lives. I know that all this beauty here on earth is great, but there's so much more coming, and I can hardly wait to see the Lord in heaven and walk down His garden path and see much more than violets growing in the grass. There'll be so much more to see that's beautiful up there. The most gorgeous of God's flowers will bloom without a care, for the heavenly garden will always bloom and never fade away. And we can walk His garden and see God every day. So until that day we walk up there in that garden in the sky, I'll be content to walk a while down here, just you and I. Oh, please come and walk with me down the garden path and see the lovely violets wild growing in the grass.